Agriculture is the last option of the people today. Most of the villagers are attracted by the city life, but many of them are not aware of the work tensions, time management, calculated lifestyle, and the necessity of expertise of the city people. In the villages, wastage of working time for unrelated things is common. Most of the farmers concentrate only on one or two crops and face trouble. It is better to have subsidiary activities for the best use of available time. It will bring stability of income also. Dairy farming, beekeeping, mushroom cultivation, rabbit farming, etc. are the compatible activities with agriculture. This film is produced to explain everything about rabbit farming. Many people have tried rabbit farming and discontinued it in short time. KVKs, government departments and NGOs conduct training on rabbit farming frequently. Some private consultants attract the farmers with exaggerated advertisements and buy back plans. Rabbit farming seems to be an easy job, but we find very few people doing it on a large scale and for a long time. Rabbit farming is an interesting activity. It needs less investment and space. Rabbit meat has good demand. Once you purchase the parent stock, the generation continues itself, unlike in poultry. One can have the rabbit shed besides the house, since it is a silent and clean animal. It needs no land for grazing. Hence, it is suitable for people without lands. Even the women and children can manage the rabbit farm. It needs very less of ready-made food and eats locally available grass and vegetation. Rabbits adapt easily to most climates. They have no serious diseases or pest problems. It gives an early and reasonably attractive income. In spite of all these plus points, rabbit farming is not yet a popular enterprise. At present, the market is the main problem for rabbits. The market cannot be created without the bulk supply. Earlier, there was no organized market for poultry as well. However, now the poultry is the major enterprise. Before the establishment of KMF, the dairy had the same story. Few hotels and dhabas are offering rabbit meat preparations. Big rabbit farms have to put continuous and systematic efforts. The farmers need to learn to market their produce along with their production. If the enterprising young farmers try with commitment, it is not impossible. The consultants offering buyback have failed to do so in most of the cases. Farmers have lost faith in such buyback agreements. Hence, them putting their own effort is the only solution for this problem. Now, let us come to the details of rabbit farming. Rabbits are mammals with wide adaptability. They can tolerate temperatures of -2 to 30 degrees centigrade. Of course, very high temperatures are not good. Hence, a shed is necessary for their protection from direct sun, rain and cold. Select a site for the construction of the shed away from the busy city. Clean and cool atmosphere with ample light is good. For small-scale farmers, the outhouse itself is sufficient, but for the commercial farms, separate sheds are inevitable. The word unit is in use in rabbit farming. Unit means 7 females and 5 males, or 8 females and 2 males. In a commercial farm, at least 150 to 200 rabbits are required. Sheds can be simple with sheet roofings like this. The central height of the shed is 15 feet and 10 feet on the sides. This height is necessary to avoid excess heat during the summers. This is the shed with tile roofing. Here the central height is 12 feet and 8 feet on the sides. Thatched houses are still better and cost less. Big windows are necessary for cross ventilation and light penetration. But the windows must be fitted with GI mesh to protect the rabbits from predators. Close the windows with gunny bags in the winter to increase the temperature inside. Each big rabbit needs 4 square feet of space. This shed can accommodate around 400 rabbits. Mud flooring is better in the rabbit shed. It absorbs the excess water and urine, which avoids bad smell. This is very important for good health of the rabbits. Clean the floors once in a day by collecting the fecal droppings. Washing the shed daily is necessary in case of cement floors. Keep enough open space around the shed to provide clean air to the rabbits. Trees around the shed keep the atmosphere cool. There are 2 methods in keeping the rabbits. This is the deep litter system. Rabbit colony is put on the straw bed on the floor. But this is not a scientific method. Fighting between the big rabbits is common here. Health problems are more because the rabbits are always in touch with their fecal matter and urine. Smaller rabbits have no protection. There is no control on the breeding. Though this deep litter system needs less investment, this is not suitable for commercial farming. This is the cage system. Though the initial investment is more, it is better for commercial farms. Of course, this type of costly cages are seen only in government farms. Here, the systematic GI cage is being prepared by using 16-gauge mesh. The mesh roll is 50 feet in length and 4 feet in width. The mesh is cut into required size and tied with binding wire to give a cage shape. Avoid sharp edges inside the cage. This cage of 10 feet length, 4 feet width and 1 feet height costs about 2,500 rupees. This has 10 compartments of 4 square feet. It can accommodate 10 big rabbits. This may be used to keep the mother along with her offsprings called kittens. This GI mesh is strong enough and need not be given any extra support of wood or iron angles. Keep the cages at a height like this so that the fecal droppings, urine and excess water drop down. This is helpful for easy cleaning and good cross ventilation on all sides of the cage. It removes the bad smell of urine and is quite important for the good health of the rabbits. Maintain enough space between and around the cages to keep the atmosphere clean. Now, let us study the important breeds of the rabbits. Meat, wool and fancy breeds are the main types. The smaller sized breeds with attractive colors is good as pets. Wool breeds will have more hair. They yield half to 1 kilogram of wool per year, but they are not common in Karnataka. We have only meat breeds. Let us study them in detail. This is New Zealand White, which has originated from America. Attractive white hair and red eyes are its speciality. The matured rabbit of this breed weighs 4 to 5 kilograms. The kittens gain 2 kilograms weight in 2 to 3 months. This is one more similar breed called California White. This brown rabbit belongs to the Russian grey giant breed. As the name itself indicates, it gains maximum size and weight than other breeds. Hence, this is used for breeding with other breeds. Likewise, this rabbit is a black giant. This attractive rabbit belongs to the tiger giant breed. This is the Soviet chinchilla breed. It matures early. Rabbits of this breed gains 3 kilograms weight in 3 months. There are many more breeds and crossbreeds in use. Maintain pure breeds for breeding purposes. They are available with the breeding centers at Hyderabad, Pune and Visakhapatnam, and of course with the big private farms. Speed of growth of pure breed is slow, but the crossbreeds grow very fast and gain weight early. For example, cross a New Zealand white male with a Russian grey giant female, or Soviet chinchilla male with black giant female. Keep the breeding males and females in separate cages. Rabbits multiply very fast compared to other domestic animals. It comes to maturity in 5 to 6 months. The menses cycle of the female is once in a week throughout the year. The reproductive organ turns pink in color in their heat period, while it is white in regular days. Chances of conception is more if they are put for crossing in the heat period itself. The best time for crossing the rabbits is between 5 and 7 in the morning. Females are naturally shy. Hence, the worker has to keep away from the rabbits during their crossing. Drop the female rabbit in the male cage for crossing. Never put the male in the female cage. If done so, the female may avoid crossing by threatening the male. The female will not show interest in small-sized or less aged male rabbits. Hence, use equal or bigger males only. The male mounts on the female, makes a typical sound or falls down. This is the indication of successful crossing. Then it does not mount again. Shift the female from the male cage after half an hour of crossing. Avoid crossing if the reproductive organ of the male or female has any infection or dermatitis. They should be active enough with good health. If the male does not show interest in crossing, use another one. After 8 to 10 days of crossing, put the female in the male cage once. If it has conceived already, the female runs away or threatens the male. Pregnancy can be confirmed by checking with hand after 15 days. The pregnant rabbit looks attractive and prefers more rest. The duration of pregnancy is 1 month. The mother is separated from the kittens after 1 month and put for crossing again. Rabbits breed 5 to 6 times in a year like this. Gestation period in the rabbits is 29 to 32 days. It plucks its wool and prepares a smooth bed 1 or 2 days before its delivery. Providing a small tray with a smooth mat or a gunny bag is better. Feed the rabbit with ostrocalcium and sprouted grams. Normally, it delivers 5 to 10 kittens each time. Newly born kittens have no hair and the eyes are not opened. Provide clean drinking water and concentrated feed to the rabbit immediately after the delivery. Verify whether the mother has fed the kittens with milk or not. The stomach of the kittens get round and the body remains warm after feeding. 30% of the rabbits do not give milk themselves. In such cases, put the mother on the floor and feed the kittens like this. Continue this thrice a day for a week or till they open their eyes. Kittens are mild for 2 days and become active later. They will not survive without the mother's milk. Hence, be sure to take enough care. It is necessary to feed the pregnant and delivered rabbits with concentrates twice a day. It is better if 2 ml of calcium tonic is given every day with the feed. It improves the milk production and hence the better growth of the kittens. Sprouted grams may also be fed. Normally, natural death of the kitten is 15 to 20%. This is due to the shortage of mother's milk and severe cold. Put these young ones in a box with gunny bags during cold nights after feeding. Put an electric bulb to improve the temperature if there is heavy rain or severe cold. Separate a few kittens if they are large in number and feed with other rabbits with less number of kittens. The kittens open their eyes within 8 to 10 days. They start taking general food after 15 days. Then put more feed and greens to the mother. If the kittens are mild, put 1 ml of gripe water for each kitten with the help of a syringe without a needle. Separate the young ones from the mother after 1 month. Put 1 spoon of Marten wet powder in 5 liters of water and give it to the kittens. It reduces respiratory and diarrhea problems. Provide clean drinking water and grass sprouts to the young rabbits. Keep them in separate cages. Kittens gain 2 kg weight in 3 to 4 months and are ready for sale. Now let us look into the feed and other management aspects. Rabbits are pure vegetarian animals. They eat most of the grasses and leaves like other mammals, but they cannot eat dry grass. Soft grasses like ragi, bajra, sorghum, guinea, napier, etc. are good for rabbits. Even this kind of mixed weed is okay. Rabbits are very fond of cynodon. The leaves of mulberry, erythrina, susbania, and subabul, etc. are the best fodder. The protein-rich species like lucerne, cowpea, styloxanthus, etc. are necessary for the healthy growth of the rabbits. Food requirement of the rabbit is 3.5% of the body weight for young ones and 5.5% for the big rabbits. Give 100 to 150 grams of greens twice a day at 12 p.m. and 7 p.m. Avoid thorny and poisonous plants. Avoid the mud with grass as well. Rabbits may be fed even with vegetable wastes like the leaves of cauliflower and cabbage, cucumber, radish, carrots, beetroot, nolkol, etc. But wash these wastes with salt water and feed after drying the water droplets. Do not give them tomatoes, onions and brinjal. Of course, the grasses are better than vegetables. Use the vegetables whenever it is inevitable. Keep the grasses under wet cover. Rabbits never like wilted or dried fodder. Rabbits survive by eating only grasses in nature, but in commercial farms, it is necessary to feed concentrates for fast and healthy growth. Ready-made brands are costly, so one can prepare the mixture with locally available materials. The ingredients may be like this: wheat bran 30%, maize 30%, broken rice 20%, and horse gram or cowpea 20%. Let the mixture be in the ground form. Prepare the feed sufficient for 1 month only. Storage for longer time may lead to the development of fungus, which may affect the health. The ingredients used should be free from fungal infection. Soak the feed mixture in clean water and mix it properly. put a little bit of salt and 20 grams of mineral mixture per kilograms of feed. Let the mixture be a semi-solid like this. Use of mineral mixture is compulsory. This consists of minerals and vitamins, which are necessary for the healthy growth of the rabbits. Give 50 grams of this mixture for small ones and 100 grams for the bigger rabbits once in a day between 8 and 9 a.m. Provide drinking water twice or thrice a day. During the hot summer months, more water is required. Now, let us study the health problems of the rabbits. Rabbits, being clean animals, prefer clean atmosphere. Provide enough light and cross ventilation in the shed. Drinking water should be very clean. Take out the leftover greens every day from the cages before putting the fresh ones. Clean the fecal droppings and other wastes under the cage once in a day. Wash the feeding and water plates every day. If the floors of the shed is made of cement, wash it every day. Dust the floor with lime and bleaching powder at 5:1 proportion once in a week. 10 ml of Dettol in 1 liter of water. It needs to be sprayed in the cages once a week. Clean atmosphere and nutritionally rich feed are the key points for the success of rabbit farming. Scientific and proper management will keep the rabbits healthy. Even then, you may find some problems. Diseased rabbits will not eat anything. The farmer can take up the treatments himself with training and guidance from veterinarians. The medicines are available in various brands and concentrations. Dosage depends on the severity of the problem and the body weight of the rabbit. Hence, decide the correct treatment after discussing with the veterinary doctor. So, we have mentioned only the name of the medicine here. For injection, use 1 ml insulin syringe. This needle is very thin and will not pain a lot. Use a 2 ml needle-less syringe to give oral drops. Clean the syringe after each use by sucking and pushing out the water. Now, let us study the major diseases of the rabbits. This rabbit is suffering with fever, cold and cough. The ears are excessively warm and there is a liquid oozing from its nose. Cough is also common. For the treatment, use Enrocin type antibiotic oral drops for 3 to 4 days. If the problem is severe, inject gentamicin to the thigh once in a day for 3 days. Another major problem is diarrhea. This starts with the intake of polluted water and food. The causal organism is a protozoan called Coccidium. Infected rabbits show debility or strengthlessness. Semi-liquid fecal matter is seen pasted below the tail and on the floor. This is a sensitive problem, and the rabbit may die if neglected and not treated in time. Reduce the drinking water for these rabbits. Inject sulfur medicines to the thigh once in a day for 3 to 4 days. If the problem is seen in many rabbits, put sulfadimidine and furazolidone tablets in the feed for 3 to 4 days for all rabbits. Another major problem is dermatitis. Shortage of ventilation and inadequate cleanliness creates this problem. See the severity of dermatitis on the ears, nose and eyebrow of this rabbit. To treat this, inject ivermectin only once. For the younger ones, give the same medicine as oral drops. Mix escarbiol ointment with coconut oil in equal proportion and apply. It will dry up in a week's time and drop. Then the hair grows in the patch. Do not use ivermectin for pregnant rabbits. This may end up with their abortion. Hence, Control the dermatitis only by applying ointments and neem oil. Putting ivermectin oral drops for 2-month-old rabbits prevents dermatitis. It controls worms as well. Along with this, albendazole tablet powder is given with the feed once in 3 months for the control of worms. Sometimes the rabbits get wounded by fighting and biting each other or by sharp edges. Clean the wound with Dettol and apply Himax or any antibiotic ointment for 3 to 4 days. If the wound is deep, inject the antibiotic to the thigh daily once for 3 to 4 days. Apart from these major problems, white urine, gangrenous ear, nervine disorder, tumor, etc. are the minor health problems of the rabbit. Infertility is seen in few female rabbits. Such rabbits do not show interest in crossing or do not conceive even after repeated crossing. Give half tablets of stilbestrol and Coco H daily with the feed for 5 days to each infertile female. Then put it for crossing. If it fails to conceive again, cull out that rabbit from the breeding stock. Sometimes the kittens remain too weak. The deficiency of calcium and other elements is the reason. Give 2 ml of calcium tonic orally to each rabbit daily for 5 days. Then give 2 ml of liver tonic for 2 days. Repeat the same for 2 weeks. This improves the health of the weak rabbits. 1 ml of these tonics for all rabbits for 3 days, once in a month, will improve the digestion and hence the better growth. Now let us study the usages of the rabbits. The meat breeds are common in Karnataka. Though the wool has good demand, such breeds are seen in Jammu and Kashmir, Ooty and other cool places only. This wool is useful for fashion items. Colorful rabbit leather has good demand. Smooth hair will not drop from the leather. This is used for caps, bags and other fancy products. Rabbit meat is very smooth and tasty. The bone proportion is less. This attractive red meat increases in volume after cooking. The fat content is less compared to chicken, pork and goat meat. The cholesterol content is negligible. Rabbit meat has more protein and hence it is considered as a healthy non-vegetarian food. Apart from the meat purpose, attractive colored small rabbits are kept as pet animals. Small-sized breed has good demand in the cities for this purpose. The fecal droppings of the rabbits is good manure. Though it collects in less quantity, the NPK content is almost double to that of cow dung. Farms with 200 rabbits will produce 4 tractor loads of this manure per year. Now let us go through the economics of rabbit farming. Take a farm with 25 females and 5 males for calculation. Each female delivers 6 to 8 kittens each time and 5 to 6 times a year. This amounts to 40 kittens per year on average. Hence, we can sell around 1,000 rabbits per year by keeping 30 breeding rabbits. The young ones gain 2 kg weight in 3 to 4 months and are ready for selling. It fetches 100 to 125 rupees per kilogram. Each rabbit needs 6 kilograms of concentrated feed for 4 months. One worker can maintain a farm with 200 rabbits. Cost of production of one rabbit will be 60 rupees for feed, 30 rupees for management, and 10 rupees for medicines and other expenses. The total cost of production will be 100 rupees for each rabbit. These rabbits weigh at least 2 kilograms, each fetching a minimum of 200 rupees. Hence, one can get a net profit of 100 rupees from each rabbit. Thus, by selling 1000 rabbits in a year, the net earning will be 1 lakh rupees. 10 cages of 10 feet length and 4 feet width are sufficient for this strength. 10 cages cost around 25,000 rupees. The cost of construction of the shed is extra. The breeder rabbits cost around 300 to 400 rupees each. These figures are given here just to have a broader idea of the economics of rabbit farming. As on date, there is no organized market for rabbits. If the farming starts on a large scale and the supply becomes stable, marketing will not be a problem. Calculations of the consultants might have some exaggerations, but it is not totally wrong. Instead of depending on the buyback and other mediatory systems, the farmer himself should sell his rabbits. Even if it does not become a multi-million business, there is no dearth of an attractive income. Let us hope that rabbit farming becomes a popular activity in the future.